Hey YouTubers, it's Suzette with Usashi Crafts coming to you today with another duct tape tutorial. I am subscribed to Craftastic's YouTube page, and she recently did a tutorial on duct tape beads. So I wanted to show you guys how I did my duct tape beads. I do mine's a little different than hers, but here are some of my duct tape beads. I just grabbed a handful of them, and here's a couple of bracelets that I've done. And how I do mine is basically I saw I can't talk today, sorry, some tutorials on YouTube where they were making paper beads. And the more I looked into it, I was able to find some duct tape bead tutorials where they use sheets of duct tape instead of rolls. It's a little easier to use the sheets of duct tape because there's a graft on the back. If you can see that, there's a graft on the back, and it basically lets you draw how you want your beads to look. Okay, so I'll show you guys how I do mine. And what you'll need is a sheet of duct tape. You can get this at any craft store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, and a lot of times they even have them on sale for like 99 cents a sheet. Otherwise, I think they're about $2 a sheet. And you'll need your X-Acto knife. You'll need a ruler. I'm just using a marker, but if you have a really good pen that you can use that'll show up on here, because these are kind of hard to write on. They're like waxy on the back. And I have bead rollers. I got these off eBay, and they were not expensive at all. I have 4 of them. They're all different sizes. But if you don't have those, you can use straws. You can use toothpicks. The one technique Craftastic shows is dipping the toothpick, I believe it was, in water so it doesn't get all sticky. So that's a good technique to use. Basically, to get started, what you want to do is at the top of your sheet, starting way over to the right here, you want to take and make little dots. You're going to make your first dot. The next line you're going to skip. Then you're going to make another dot, then skip, a dot, skip, all the way across. Then you're going to take your paper, turn it upside down, and where you made your first set of dots that are now along the bottom, you want to do it on the opposite line at the top. So here, I have a dot here right in the corner. My first line at the top is going to be on this line. So I make my dot, I skip, and I go across, continue to skip every other line. Alrighty. So now that's done. Then you want to take your ruler, and what you want to do is you want to start making what's going to end up looking like really long triangles. So the dots should be catty-cornered to each other. I don't know why I can't talk tonight. And they should be at an angle. So your ruler is going to be at an angle. The dots are going to be catty-cornered. And what you want to do is draw your line. Oh, my pen went out on me. That's one thing about the, okay, I'll use something else. Let me grab a pen. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, so then when you have your first one done, and you do from top to bottom, you're going to do your next one. top to bottom. Remember, they're going to be cat corner, so you go from dot to dot. And then again, from top to bottom, catty corner, draw your line. And you're just going to continue doing this all the way across. And I'll show you guys that you should have something going looking like that so far. And when I finish, I'll be right back to show you what your page should look like. Okay guys, when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. A bunch of long triangles. And basically what you want to do is you want to take your X-Acto knife, and we're going to cut along these lines using our ruler. I already started on this one, getting my strips cut out, so I'm going to continue on this one. And you just want to line your ruler up with the lines that you've drawn on your duct tape sheet. You may have to press a little hard because it is kind of thick. And what you'll have is something that looks like this. And you just keep going back and forth to cut them all out, because these are going to be your beads. Another thing that I use when I'm done rolling my beads is triple thick. I would take a toothpick and stick my bead on a toothpick, let's say something like that. I would coat it with the triple thick and then stick it down in some styrofoam so it can dry, and it makes it look real shiny and it gets really stiff, which actually is nice because it won't get all bendable. Of course, these bracelets aren't something that you want to wear in the shower because you don't want them to get all gross and gummy. And I'm almost done. And I haven't done this in forever, so hopefully I won't embarrass myself trying to get the duct tape on the bead roller, because it literally has been probably about a year since I've done these. Okay, so let's see. I cut all those out. Alrighty, and basically you're going to start on the wider end when you begin to roll. And like I said, you guys probably can't see it too well. This has a slit in it. And what you do is you peel back some of your duct tape. And this is what I do. Me personally, I just take a small part of it and fold it over. Okay, so it's not sticking to the roller, and it's easier to work with. Supposedly, there you go. Okay, it's in there. No, it's not. Why did I know this was gonna happen? Here we go. Okay, now it's in there. And you just want to take your time and you just want to roll. You know, I'm going to roll. I'm going to fold this down some more, because you really don't want it to stick to your roller. There you go. That's perfect. And you just want to roll it really slow. And as you're rolling, you're going to pull back on the duct tape. And you do want to roll it, you know, kind of tight there. and make sure that it stays in the middle. If it doesn't, you can always unroll it and do it again, but you want to make sure it stays in the middle. And I'm going to tell you, this is something I need to practice. I believe in practicing to make things better, and I haven't done this in so long. They're having a duct tape festival out this way in June, and I'm going to be there. It would be nice for me to have this like perfect. So here's one bead, and like I said, oh, there you go. It slides off. That's what it looks like. And then what I would do, like I showed you before, I would take my toothpick